here real quick like. This is Three Stooges. Or Ghostbusters 2? No, it's Three Stooges. This is one of those games that I don't think I had as a kid. I want to say one of my neighborhood buddies had it. And it's very odd because the Three Stooges isn't really one of those things that as a kid that you would really grow up with. I mean, it's a pretty old cereal from back in, what, the 40s? And the only reason I really ever got into it was because my dad watched the living crap out of this show anytime it was on. And so somebody had this, maybe we rented it, I don't remember, but I know we played the crap out of this because the game just felt entirely unwinnable. And now I know you can beat it, there's some way that you can save this woman's orphanage here, but I don't really remember how to. Well, I know how to do it, I just don't remember how much money it requires, and I'm never good at actually acquiring said money. So, now that you've seen the story of the game play out there, we will get to the players, which there's only going to be me. And there's this thing, which essentially kind of lets you pick the next little mini-game that pops up. And that mini-game will lead you on to gain money for the orphanage by doing some task which they give you here. Pies. So you're essentially going to be throwing pies at the other people. I want to say this is one of the skits from. There's an episode where they're all waiters at this dining party or whatever, and I think it's the same one that there's actually wait, what? What's going on here? Oh, I guess I didn't have the button or the controller turned on, which is kind of odd. And I did pretty miserable because that's one of those games that it's essentially you're hitting a direction, I want to say up, right, and down, and it controls whether or not your stooge does his thing, and you have to kind of duck and throw pies at the same time. And it's kind of difficult. You'll, once or twice playing through it, you'll figure out how to work the stooges and dodge a bit better, but that time I just wasn't on top of it. This is pretty much just a wasted day when you get this guy usually. I believe it's pretty much always this, unless every once in a while I think there might be an extra money bag or something sitting down here in front of the door, but it's usually just him saying, hey, haha, I'm a dick. So we saw the crappy waiters game briefly. The crackers game, like I said, I want to say I thought this was part of the same skit or the same episode, you know, whatever, serial that this came from, but maybe I'm entirely wrong. My stooge knowledge is not all that great. This game here, essentially, there's a bunch of crackers in this soup bowl, and your goal is to try to get them. You're trying to get as many out of the soup bowl without the oysters eating them, and they are very notoriously evil about it. And so what'll happen now is the crackers that I actually managed to get will be put back in, and you just kind of slowly whittle down. Each one that they take away reduces the overall number that are in the soup when you start out, which I'm doing pretty terrible. It is a little difficult. Alright. Well, not too bad. $250 is pretty good for eating a bunch of crackers out of soup. Especially for this period of time that the game is in. Hey! Money bag. The money bag is just a random amount of money that your stooges find on the side of the street, which is generally the easiest way to get money in this game. Hooray! Now, you can the number right there below it tells you how many moves you have on the board immediately after that last one. Or when it hits 0, it'll immediately pick whatever it landed on. The little Stooge icon that I landed on is the Stooge fight, and essentially you beat up on the other Stooges, and it'll keep your cursor speed slower, as long as you actually get hits in. The more you miss, them, the less likely. Oh, so I'm actually getting worse now. And that'll control the speed of this icon, so now it is moving a little bit faster. But if you're good, you can actually get it down to be even slower, and that helps out whenever you want to pick more favorable options on the little menu there. Trivia is obviously trivia, except it's very, very... Let's see. See? No. They made a 3D movie? Anyway. Yeah, it's very rule specific. It's something that you would not really know unless you were really into the Stooges. Or you've played the game enough and you just happen to remember some of the answers. Well, I got one right and got $200 for it, so not too bad. If you've played the trivia enough, you'll start to get to the point where you remember answers, and then that actually becomes pretty much the easiest way to make money. But our goal is some amount of money that I don't remember. It's, I think, maybe 10,000? I don't know. I remember getting there before, because if you get to a certain point, you rescue the orphanage, but she complains that she wasn't able to actually repair it or anything, because it still looks like a dump, regardless. The goal is to kind of get the ones that are already got the oysters sticking out to apprehend the crackers. But it is impossible to get all of them, because you'll never get your slow as hell spoon over to an area quick enough. You. Alright, come on, crackers. You are mine. Oh. Alright, well. Not too bad. Oh, come on. You also have to be pretty accurate. There's one spot, and that's... Oh, come on! And if you miss, that's pretty much a golden opportunity for the clam to take off with your... or the oyster to take off with your cracker. So, it's even faster now. And the only way you can really slow that down is by getting the Stooge icon and beating the crap out of your fellow Stooges. Hey, $400. Okay. Oh. Those essentially are just, they will end up making it faster. If you get 3 of them, however, the game is over. The game will just straight up end, and you will be out. I don't remember if it's 3 in a row, or if it's 3 within a certain amount of time, but yeah, you want to avoid the mouse traps at all costs. Alright, the boxing one is not really what I would consider terribly interesting. And if anybody actually knows Stooges, I believe there were 2 or 3 different serials, maybe 2, that involved this essential, like the exact same storyline, where they essentially tried to make Curly go crazy with whatever it is that whatever makes him crazy in that particular serial. I think this one, it's that Pop Goes the Weasel song makes him go nuts. There's another one where certain like scent of a flower will make him go crazy. And their goal is essentially to get whatever this item is and make him go crazy to win said boxing tournament. I, on the other hand, am not doing so well because I'm paying more attention to what I'm saying than what I'm doing, and I might not make this one. Well, I might. The goal essentially is to kind of keep to a lane, jump over this random woman that's laying in the middle of the road. I'm not sure what the hell that even is. But generally, the certain things will come at certain areas. Oh. I might still get it if I can stop hitting things. 6. I still got a little time. Come on, come on, come on. No, I think it's right here. Yes. Haha. I still got it. And Curly goes crazy and commits homicide. And I get paid for it. Hooray. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can continue on down our path. Oh. Oh. Okay, yep, that was the game over. Yeah, you can't get too many of those in a row. That pretty much is entirely game killing, but... well, let's see. I don't know. I think I'm going to call it good here. I might try it again with this, just to see if I can do a little bit better next time. But I kind of just wanted to get something thrown up here to make sure you guys know that I'm not dead, and I'm actually still trying to keep this stuff alive. And I'm hoping to come back with some more of the other playthroughs, the Dwarf Fortress and that stuff. I'm thinking I might actually go to a more live format, and instead of editing the crap out of all the videos, I'll just kind of cut the bigger videos down into smaller portions, and then that way there's more videos to watch. So, until then folks, have a good one.